So today we're going to review the concepts of comparing height, comparing length, and comparing weight. Comparing height, comparing length, and comparing weight. So if you look at the box in number 1, the directions say to look at each object and then circle the one that is longer. Well, they already did it for you, so all you have to do is really trace that. We'll circle the pencil because it is longer. And then the directions are a little different here. Put an X on the object that weighs more, that's heavier. So the box of chalk would be heavier than the pencil. So we're not just saying longer and shorter. We're thinking about all the different things that we've talked about. We're talking about length and height and weight. All right. So for number 2, the directions are the same. It says that you are supposed to circle the object that is longer, which would be the scissors, right? We've got scissors and we've got a pencil sharpener. The scissors would be longer, but then it also says to put an X on the object that weighs more, that is heavier. And the scissors would weigh more than a pencil sharpener. So we'll put an X on it too. So it gets both the circle and the X because it's longer and it's heavier. It's longer and it's heavier. So for examples 3 and 4, we're going to look at the objects and then we're going to circle the object that is taller. We're going to circle the object that's taller. So we've got a tissue box and then it looks like the saran wrap or the clear plastic wrap. Which one is taller? Well, the tissue box would be taller, right? So we'll circle the one that is taller. And then we're going to put an X on the one that is longer. Well, the saran wrap box would be longer, right? It would be longer. So we'll put an X on that one. Now let's go down to your example for number 4. Directions are the same. We are going to circle the object that is taller. Circle the object that's taller. So we've got like a little storage tin, and then that looks like a little tiny thing of Play-Doh, like a miniature party-sized thing of Play-Doh. So which one is taller? Well, I think that purple bin is taller, right? So we'll circle the purple bin. It is taller. Now, which one is longer? So taller, we're talking about, height that goes up. When we talk about one that's longer, we're talking about how wide it is. So which one is longer? This one would still be longer, right? If you put that in front of that one, it would definitely be longer. So this one gets both the circle and the X because it is taller and it is longer than the other. It's taller and longer. All right, so go ahead and turn the page to page 517. Let's look at the example in number 5. I'm going to grab my pen really quick. And it says to look at the objects. Circle the object that is taller. All right, circle the object that is taller. So which one do you think is taller? Yeah, it's going to be the lunchbox, right? It's in that picture, I don't think it's to scale because actually a glue stick would look smaller than that even. So circle the one that is taller and put an X on the one that weighs more. Put an X on the one that weighs more. Well, your lunchbox, especially if it's all packed up with your lunch, will weigh more. So it will be taller and it will be heavier, right? It weighs more. It's heavier. All right, going on to number 6. We've got a bowling ball and we have a hockey stick. A bowling ball and a hockey stick. Which one is taller, the bowling ball or the hockey stick? Well, the hockey stick is taller, right? Hockey stick is taller. Which one is heavier? The bowling ball would be heavier. They're really heavy. All right, let's go on to example number 7. We have like a coffee mug, and then we have a cooler that you use to mix up a whole bunch of drinks, and it has that little spout at the bottom where you can put your cup underneath. So which one of these is taller, the cup or the cooler? I definitely think the cooler is the taller. So we will circle it. And which one is heavier? Oh my goodness. If this is filled with drink, this is definitely heavier, almost too heavy to lift. It has a handle on both sides of it and usually takes 2 people to carry if it's all the way filled up. This one is heavier. So it's taller and heavier. Taller and heavier. Okay, so let's take a look at example number 8. We have that purple tin again, and then we have a paintbrush. The purple tin and the paintbrush. So which one is taller? I think it's the paintbrush, right? The paintbrush is taller. Which one would be heavier? This is kind of tricky because I know you may never have picked one of these up, but I will tell you that a paintbrush is super light, very easy to pick up. The tin would be the heavier object. So the paintbrush may be taller, but the little tin, the storage tin, is heavier. All right, so when you are done, go ahead and turn to page 518. Page 518. And it says, look at the box of bandages. So this is your box of bandages right here. Circle the object that is longer and weighs more than the bandages. So which of these objects is longer and weighs more than the bandages? I'm going to grab my pen. So we have a box of cereal and we have an eraser. So which one would be longer and would weigh more? Well, a box of cereal is longer than a box of bandages, and it would also weigh more. So I am going to circle the cereal. All right. Your next one says to look at the bowl. So we're looking at the bowl and circle the object that is taller and weighs more than the bowl. One that's taller and weighs more than the bowl. Well, unless you have a really big cereal bowl, your bike is definitely going to be taller and it's definitely going to weigh more. So go ahead and circle that one because it's taller and it's heavier than the bowl. All right, so today on your own, you will be doing pages 519, which is more of the same, thinking about length and height and weight, and 520, which again, more of the same. So you turn in page 519, page 520 on Schoology for your work today.